Liberation Village coming back to you from outside, and we're going to be talking about my little project of germinating cherry plum seeds. I am doing a cherry plum check. So if you look at the package here on 8/25, so August 25th, I started to try to germinate these cherry plum seeds. They did take a long time. The last time I opened them, I did notice some growth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut to what we have here in our cherry plum bag. Now we're back to the cherry plums, and if you look here, you can see that this one is starting to open up. So what I'm probably going to do is wet these, wrap them back up, and see if they need a little more time, which this one obviously does. This one hasn't even opened yet, so that's 2. Over here, I had some great growth. So when I open these up, I have one that's already starting to sprout and come out, and it has a little root forming, if you see there. And then this one I'm going to flip over because I don't want to break it. And this one had a lot of root growth. So if you look at this one and see here, this one had some root growth on this side and is splitting open, about to actually open up into potential leaves maybe. And if I flip this one over, you'll see the root growth on this side. So it looks like right now, 2 of these are going to go into my cup. I cut some holes in the bottom. I'm going to label it from when I germinated and then the planting date, and see if I can get some little cherry, plum cherry trees growing. These 2 are going to get wrapped back up to see if they can still develop roots. So I use the paper towel method. I wet the paper towels, wrapped up the seeds, and put them inside of a bag and labeled the date. So these are going to go back in and see if they can grow some more. They're going to need some more time. These 2 I'm going to actually plant in the soil. I'm actually going to move in and plant this one, the root part down. That's the root part. So I made 2 little holes. I'm just going to kind of drop that one in. The soil's a little damp. Always work with damp soil because it's easier. Your soil has settled a lot more and it won't compact when you add a little more water because it's already damp. Let's check on the second one. Look at this seed. It actually had a lot of root growth. Let's see if I can push it out a little more so it's clear. A lot of root growth. So I'm going to actually push this one a little further down, make sure I'm not breaking the root. And I'm going to put this one in the soil, even though it didn't open up yet, because it has that root growth. I'm expecting it to open up soon. All right, guys, so my seeds are planted, and my next step to track this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually write the germination date on here. So let's see if I can tip this over and get it. So we have 8/25, get it down here, 8/25. Not so clear, but whatever, I'm writing weird because I have a fat marker, G. And then today is October 2nd. So these seeds actually took quite a long time to germinate. So October 10 to planting date. I'm just gonna put a P. All right, so 8/25 permanent marker, germination date when I started, to the 10/2 planting date for these 2 seeds, 2 seeds. Both of them are in here. I'm going to dampen the top a little more, and then I'm going to sit this on my windowsill. These 2 seeds I'm going to wrap back up, dampen them up again, put them back in the plastic, probably mark another date on here when continued germination, and we're going to continue to see how long these ones take to get some roots on them. But this one we're going to start tracking from 10/2 planting date to see how long it takes for it to sprout out the soil.